Okay, so now we have the RStudio to install. Again, it will have given you, asked you same permissions of being able to write or install something on your computer or make changes to your computer. And you just click say yes. And now we'll do the RStudio setup. Again, picking all the defaults, which is usually fine. And then it will run. So RStudio has become incredibly powerful now. We're also going to, not in this video, but in the next video, see how we can actually store all our code that we create in R in a markdown. So what this markdown is going to allow us to do is be able to write notes to ourselves and also write the R command, and then the results of these R commands will automatically be saved in this final document. It's really nice because it will actually allow us to save our code, which will essentially be reproducible in an HTML format or a PDF format. So we'll go through that video exercise in a bit, but for now, let's just look at RStudio and a few features about it. Okay, so let's get here, go to RStudio. So when it first launches, you will see some of the windows that I've described. So this is the console. This is exactly like in the R GUI, where you see the version of R that's installed, and you have this greater sign waiting for you to type the command. But we also have this frame where you have the environments, and this is where all the variables that we create and the functions we create will be stored here. All the history of our commands will be here as well. Right now we haven't executed any. And then here's my working directory, all the files that are there. So this is where if I want to load files in or save them, this is where they'll get saved. And this is in my home directory on a Windows machine. That's the documents folder. When I create plots, they will be in this uh, window as well. I'll be able to export them and save them as a JPEG, PNG, or even a PDF file. I'll be able to load any of the packages that have been installed. And this is my help documentation. And a lot of the notes that I've provided for this intro to R actually have been taken from these online R tutorial, like how to get started type of uh, documentation. Now, going back to the this window here, so now just like we have the editor for in our GUI, we also have an editor here. We can start an editor by using this button here. You can start a new R script, a notebook, and a markdown. So both of these are very powerful. We're going to be focusing more on our markdown, where actually when you save it and you run it, it will repeat all your steps, so making it reproducible. And as a way of testing that, this answer you will get given these set of commands again and again, and provide that in an HTML or a PDF format. So let's just, for now, start with a simple R script. So just like before, I'm just going to type in the simple commands, print, and in quotes I'll put hello. And in this case, I'm going to hold down Control and press Enter, and you'll see that it executes it in the console. Okay. Um, Nice thing about RStudio also is that you see we have some sort of color coding, right? So every time we use write commands, it will color code all the text that's in the quotes a different color, and even when you write the numbers, is a different color. It's kind of like a blue. So what we can do is when you're typing the commands, it makes it easier to take notice of all the different colors, and you kind of get an idea of what's going on and what should be what color, and it's really helpful for debugging purposes. Okay, so just a few more pointers and very helpful tips about RStudio. We will record in a next video. So the next video we'll talk about a lot of the different features about RStudio and how to use them more effectively.